How can you believe such lies? Those words hit me like a storm breaking over the cliffs. And yet they are not thrown in anger, not in a tempest of fury. They are sharp, measured, almost disbelieving. And I cannot stop the chaos they unleash inside me, because they are not meant for the world. They are meant for me, for my soul, for the very part of me that thought love could survive, untouched by deceit. How can I even begin to explain that I never wanted to believe them? That every part of me resisted the poison whispered behind closed doors. That every instinct screamed that something was wrong, but still, here I am, caught in a tempest of doubt, because someone else planted shadows where light should have been. I feel the floor beneath me shift, though the palace is perfectly still. Every accusation, every whispered rumor, every subtle manipulation has become a blade, cutting through the fabric of trust, threatening the one thing I have always guarded, my heart. And yet, even as the lies swirl around me, I know the truth. I have lived long enough to recognize the weight of falsehood when it tries to masquerade as reality. My instincts, honed in the cold corridors of power, tell me what cannot be denied, that shed when I cannot imagine my life without is not what they say she is. And still the words linger, searing themselves into my thoughts. How can you believe such lies? I ask myself, repeating it over and over, because the question is not just for them, it is for me. For how quickly doubt can take root, for how fragile certainty becomes when others are determined to shake it, for how easy it is to let shadows rule where love should reign. I feel my hands clench into fists as the echo of these lies fills the space around me, as if the palace itself conspires to turn my resolve against me. I think of her face, bright, defiant, full of the truth I know deep in my bones, and it is both a salve and a fire. Every lie spoken against her is a challenge, a gauntlet thrown not at her, but at my devotion. And I realize that my battle is not with her, not even with those who seek to poison our bond. It is with fear itself. With the part of me that is trained to obey, trained to weigh every word, trained to submit to logic over desire. I feel the old chains tighten, the expectation to bend, to listen, to accept the narrative crafted by others. But I cannot. I will not. Every fiber of my being rebels, because the truth I carry is stronger than the lies, stronger than whispers, stronger than any palace intrigue. She is not just the one I love, she is the one who makes me human in a world that demands I be a prince first. So I push the lies aside. I do not argue with them yet. I let them exist, because fighting shadows is often futile until you see the light. But inside, I vow, no whisper, no rumor, no clever manipulation will convince me that she is anything less than what I know her to be. How can I believe such lies? I cannot. And even if the world screams them at me, even if every loyalist in the kingdom repeats the falsehood, I will stand unwavering. Because I have seen her truth, felt it, lived it, and it is stronger than all the deceptions that have been fed to me. My heart will not betray her, my soul will not abandon her, and my life will not bend to narratives spun by those who have never loved her as I do. I confront them in my mind before I even see them. The ones who dared spin these falsehoods, who tried to paint her as someone she is not, who thought they could manipulate me by twisting words and planting shadow show. Can they not understand that I see through every layer, every calculated deception? Every syllable they spoke against her dripped with malice, and yet they imagined that I would falter, that I would doubt her, that I would allow their poison to seep into my heart. I can feel my jaw tighten, my fists clenching at my sides, because I am not a man who bends to lies. I have endured palace intrigues, courtly whispers, endless schemes, but nothing strikes as sharply as someone questioning the woman I have vowed my heart to. And still, they have the audacity to believe that their words could sway me. I think of her eyes, steady and unflinching, her voice like warmth against the coldest night. I remember the quiet strength she carries, the unshakable calm in her presence, the way she has faced every trial without faltering, without compromise. How can I even consider that anyone could turn that into a weakness, a flaw, a story to manipulate my mind? I feel my blood boil, not just with anger, but with a desperate need to protect her, to shield her from every lie, every whisper, every rumor that seeks to taint what is pure between us. They do not see her truth, and they will never see it because it is hers alone, and I am the only one who has witnessed it fully, unbroken and unyielding. And yet, I cannot stop the chaos their words have planted in the corridors of my mind. I pace my though. I feel the pulse of rage and fear intertwining, because their lies are not harmless, they are meant to fracture, to weaken, to make me question the foundation of everything I hold sacred. And I will not let them succeed. I will stand, unwavering, because to falter even for a moment is to betray her, to betray the truth that burns brighter in my heart than any crown, any duty, any expectation. How can I believe such lies? I cannot. Not when I have felt her heart beat against mine, not when I have seen the courage that defies every challenge, not when every fiber of my being knows that she is the only truth in this world. I will not allow deception to touch her name, to shadow her existence in my life. They may scream, they may scheme, they may even try to turn the world against her, but they will not reach me, not really. Because my heart, my soul, my very life belongs to her, and that is a fortress no light can breach. I will confront them soon, I know it. I will speak the truth in a way that cannot be ignored, that cannot be twisted, that cannot be denied. Every word I utter will carry the weight of my conviction. Every glance will burn with the fire of my loyalty. Every action will declare that she is mine, untouchable, sacred. Lies may exist in the world, but they will not exist in my life, not when it comes to her. And if the world itself rises against us, I will stand as the shield between her and every false word, every whispered betrayal, because she is the only one I will ever fight for and the only one I will ever live for. I confront them at last, not with words first, but with the weight of my presence, because they need to feel the storm before they hear it. Every calculated whisper they have spread, every rumor, every insinuation, has brought me here, and I am trembling not from fear, but from the intensity of what is at stake. They look at me, expecting hesitation, expecting doubt, expecting a crack in my armor. And I give them none. How can you believe such lies? I demand, my voice low but sharp, carrying a force they cannot ignore. I pace slowly before them, each step measured, deliberate, every movement a challenge to the falsehoods they have tried to construct. Do you think you can twist the truth? That you can make me doubt her character, her courage, her heart? That you can make me betray the one person who makes me feel alive? They open their mouths to respond, but I cut them off, every word burning with conviction. I have known her, seen her, felt her. Every lie you whisper is nothing compared to the truth I have lived. Do you even realize what you are doing? How dare you attempt to shake the foundation of my heart with your petty schemes, your manipulation, your ignorance of the bond we share? I stop pacing and fix them with a gaze that does not waver. She is not your invention. She is not your subject for judgment. She is not here to satisfy your idea of propriety or to bend under your perception of worth. She is real, and she is mine. And no lie, no rumor, no carefully crafted falsehood will ever change that. I feel the fire building inside me, the kind that cannot be contained, the kind that threatens to consume every ounce of composure I have fought so hard to maintain. Do you think your whispers can sway me from what I know to be true? Do you believe your deceit holds more weight than the loyalty, the courage, the strength I have seen in her? I have witnessed her face danger without flinching, endured hardship without complaint, and loved with a depth you will never comprehend. And you dare to question that? My voice rises, echoing off the cold stone walls, shaking the silence that they hoped would conceal their treachery. You will not succeed. You will not poison what is sacred between us. You will not touch her with your lies. You have underestimated me, and you have underestimated her. And that is a mistake you will regret. I take a moment, chest heaving, to let the weight of my words sink in. Every lie you told, every shadow you cast, every whispered accusation, it has only made my resolve stronger. You may think you control the narrative, but you do not control my heart. You do not dictate my loyalty. You do not define her worth, because I have seen it with my own eyes, felt it in my own soul. and it is unshakable. She is my truth, my anchor, my home. And nothing will ever change that. I leave the room with their stunned silence trailing behind me, knowing they have heard me, knowing they have felt the force of my conviction. And even as the echo of their disbelief hangs in the air, I am resolute. Lies may circle, whispers may fly, but my heart is a fortress, and the woman who holds it is untouchable. I have declared it. I have defended it. And I will continue to defend it, every breath, every heartbeat, every moment I am alive. The aftermath of their silence is heavier than any words they could have thrown at me. I can feel it pressing down on. Every corridor I walk through feels charged now, the palace itself buzzing with the echoes of deceit and manipulation. Every glance from a courtier feels like a question. Do you still believe her? Do you still trust her? And every time, my answer is the same, fierce and unflinching, yes. I cannot allow the falsehoods to dictate my choices, to sway the very foundation of my life. I have lived long enough in a world ruled by expectation and fear, bending to the will of others, weighed down by every whisper of doubt. But not now. Not for her. I have tasted what it means to love truly, and there is no turning back from that.